Hi guys. I haven't posted for a very long time, so I came back with a book that I recently read and which I loved. We Were Liars by E.Lockhart. And upon starting the book review, I really want to say that I read this book with much focus, finishing the whole novel within just 3 days. And it's told from a single person's perspective, and it was just so easy to really submerge myself in the novel, imagining what the beautiful island would look like, and I spent a lot of time trying to visualize it in my head. And the book might be a little confusing at first, because it switches back and forth from Katie's summer 15 and summer 17. But Katie's appealing voice makes it just so much easier to understand when you bear with her till the end. The novel is told from Katie's perspective. Summer 15 explained as the summer when she was 15 years old, and summer 17 meaning when she was 17 years old. So, starting the book, E.Lockhart introduces to us a disgustingly beautiful and rich family, the Sinclair family, who owns an island. In this family, everyone is pristine. No one is a criminal, no one is an addict, no one is a failure. At least that's what they convince themselves and what they want others to think about. In summer 15, even Caden's father left Katie and her mother sick of their family. Her mother told Katie to be normal and to not cause a scene, to breathe and sit up. Every summer, the Sinclairs reunite on their marvelous private beachwood island off the coast of Massachusetts, unplugging from the rest of the world, ready to be sunburnt and blessed. And apart from occasional threatening from Caden's grandfather and formal family dinners, which is prepared by staff whose names Cadence doesn't really remember, the children are left on their own to make their own entertainment. They lay on the beach, swim, read, eat, and talk about their future, anything they want to do. The summer is flawless and beautiful until it's tainted with the uncomfortable truth that no one really wants to reveal or talk about. And Cadence Sinclair is only one of the Sinclair who has the secrets to uncover, but as she finds out the ones tied to her, she realizes there are piles and piles of secret built as tall as a castle wall around these wealthiest people. Cadence. She's the oldest of the grandchildren and the supposed heir of the Sinclair family. She is suffering from selective amnesia with heavy migraines after summer 15. She used to be blonde, strong, pretty. She's now brunette, weak, and sick-looking. She had an accident 2 summers ago, and the aftermath makes her a totally different person while she cannot remember what happened that summer. No one tells her anything, not even her beautiful liars, like her friends, her cousins, Johnny, Marin, and Gat, Marin, Johnny. Most years on the island, they've been in trouble. Johnny, according to Cadence, Johnny's a bounce, effort, and snark. Marin's a sugar, curiosity, and rain. Gat is contemplation, enthusiasm, ambition, and strong coffee. He's also Katie's boyfriend. Well, this part is what I think. And I think things started from Gat. Gat has an Indian heritage and is the nephew of Katie's aunt's new husband. So he joins the gang of the cousins. And one day he tells Katie that Harris, Katie's grandfather, never calls him by his name and instead calls him by young man. Gat says that Harris knows that he himself shouldn't be racist, so he allows Gat on the island, but he makes sure that he knows that he's an outsider every single chance he gets, calling Harris a racist bastard. He says that every act or the way he talks with him and his uncle, who also has an Indian heritage, shows that he doesn't like their color. The Sinclair family, well, at least Harris, has a warped view of humanity. Another truth comes to light. The aunts, including Katie's mother, manipulate their own children to win Harris' favor, hoping to secure a larger inheritance, more money, better property, and a superior house. Their survival and comfort depend entirely on pleasing Harris, catering to his wishes, and maintaining his approval. Harris is not just a patriarch of the Sinclair family. He is the embodiment, the foundation upon which everything stands. And because of this, he holds absolute power. Every decision, every request, every future plan revolves around him. And he once used this to threaten Johnny, that he's going to pull Johnny out of Harvard unless he doesn't do something that he wants him to do. And Gat really questions this dynamic, wondering why a grown woman should need her father's permission to marry. And after consideration, the liars decide to punish the greedy, the petty, the prejudiced, the normal, the unkind, horribly beautiful Sinclair family. They wanted to teach the adults how to learn to love one another again, not acting like that because of material gain. To open their souls, their veins, and wipe off their smiles. To not be the perfect Sinclair family and just be a family. To stay a family. And to be more genuine with everyone. To stop being different colors, different backgrounds, and just be in love. And to do this, the liars decide to burn Claremont, Granny Tipper's house, down to the ground to burn a symbol, not just a home. A sort of purification through flames. And this is where the important truth is revealed. The ruthless truth. All the liars, Katie's only friends, have died from the attempt. They have purged oil everywhere. Grandma's old clothing, her books, her bookshelves holding them, and they just set the house on fire. Each one of the liars were standing on one level of the house, but only Katie, who was on the basement floor, survived from the fire. As she approached the beach after that, she realized that no one else had survived. The liars, Johnny, Marin, and Gat, Marin, Johnny, they have died after all. Katie has kept seeing them during her summer 17 because she needed the liars to be with her. She didn't let them go. This was the reason no one replied to her emails and letters about how much she was suffering from the aftermath of the accident from her head. This was why everyone was refraining from telling her the truth, because the truth was just so big. And Katie really comes to this moment of sudden realization. She has ruined the family. She has ruined Gat, Johnny, Marin's lives. They cannot attend marathons, play tennis, date someone, or go to college anymore. She has killed her own sons and daughters, her grandparents' grandchildren, her cousins, brothers, and sisters. Her family, her closest friends. She has ruined a family. Katie says the aunties hug one another, not because they are freed of the weight of Claremont House and all it symbolizes, but out of tragedy and empathy. Katie just hasn't freed them. She had wrecked them, and they clung to one another with tears and horror. She whispers to herself, "Here I am frozen when I'm deserved to burn." She sees her mother's "I love you" in a different way now. It's "I love you in spite of my grief, even though you're crazy. I love you in spite of what I suspect you have done." And after reading this, I came to a question. Does Katie's regret and grief after everything mean that the liars did was truly wrong? They don't love each other as they wanted them to. The family remains fractured. The fire was supposed to cleanse, to strip away perfection, and force the adults to see each other for who they truly were as family members. But instead, it only deepened the silence, solidifying the pain rather than healing it. So, perhaps the liars were right in their intent and wrong in their method. Perhaps love cannot be forced through tragedy. Maybe the problem was never just the Sinclair name or the island or Harris. It was the people themselves, the way they have been raised, the way they were shaped by a world that rewarded wealth over kindness. And maybe, in the end, Katie's true punishment isn't the migraines or the memory loss, but the knowledge that despite everything, despite the fire, despite their death, nothing truly really changed. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget like and subscribe. I'll come back with another video soon, and check out my writing blog, link in bio. Thank you.